So if you want to print landscape, you will flip it. The first time you flip it like this, the next time you flip it like this. The first time you flip it like this, the second time you flip it like this. A print in landscape is not vertical like this. They printed it like this, features of solid object. Let me say I want this thing repeated front and back on the paper. The way I set it will be different. What I will do is I will make sure that in this place I set it to duplex first. Okay, let me demonstrate. We are now going to come back to this place, set duplex one side to two sides. I'll come to density, just make it a little darker. Now this is landscape. I want to print it back. I want it to come on two sides. Let me say I want two sheets like this, exactly like this. It is scanning the first phase. That scanned it, page 1. On mind, the masking tape is what is flipping this. Now take note, see, take note of how this paper is. The head is facing this line. The next side I will do now, I will flip it. Instead of the head being on that line, the head will now come on this side, so that the bottom will be on that line. Very important. I'll now put it like this. This is how you do when you are doing landscape, back and forth, back and front photocopy. If not, everything will be printing upside down. Then I'll now press end scan. Now, just for you to understand what I've just done, I'm going to repeat another one. This time around, I will not flip it so that you see the result. I'll put this one like this. See the head, pictures of solid object. I'll put it like this. I scan the first one. Good. Then, assuming that this is another picture again. The first one, I turned it like this. The bottom was now here. But I still want to put the head here now. Put the head here. Back. Just the same way I did the first time. Pictures of solid is still on this side. I put it back here and repeat. I want us to see what the picture looks like back and front. I scanned it. I press end scan. Now see the first one that we did. The first one that we did, if you flip it, it's like book form. See it. Everything is arranged. There is nothing upside down here. You can flip it like you are reading a book. Nothing upside down. But wait for the next one that will come out, so that you see the difference. The way you print documents that is set in landscape. See this next one that I did now. See the next side. It's upside down. See it, upside down. If you don't take note of this, you go and print somebody's work, a big document, and everything is upside down. They won't take it. So take note of it. Notebooks. The student can bring an exercise book like this that has printing from edge to edge. See, edge to edge is crossing the margin. Edge to edge, and he wants you to print it exactly like that. Sometimes you are scared of it cutting off. What you do in such cases, and remember, like we did in landscape, when you are photocopying a book, you are also going to be flipping. This first page, the head will be here. The next one that you print, this head will come this side, the bottom will be here. You put it like this. So it's going to be head here, the next head here. Head here first, the second page, head upside down, just like that. If not, your printer will come up upside down, upside down. Okay, but in this case now, I want to print this thing for this person on A4 paper, and I want to make sure that everything is showed. It doesn't cut. It doesn't cut. Let me say, for instance, now I want to photocopy for this person. I'm just print straight. Let's see if it will cut. I printed straight. I didn't set anything. Now let's look at our paper. If you notice something, this 2840 is showing. This side is secured, or a little of it is off. We're coming to this side now. See this name, Cindy. See Cindy here. 200 naira that is down to this off. That's cut off. All these things on this side have gone out. So you are not seeing it. How do you make sure that everything entered? See, notice like this, all these places have gone off. Meanwhile, there is an information still here on the original. So what I do is, we'll come to this functions menu, come back here. In this case, go to paper selection, choose A4 plain. You want to use A4 to print it, so you select A4. That's for paper selection. It's a notebook, so I'm going to do one side. Okay, one side to two sides. Then I'll come to zoom. Very important. This zoom now standard, instead of 90, this is the default 100%. I'll come down to 86. This is how you reduce a print. 86 is still in F, going to print in A4. Then I'll come down to original size. I'll write custom. Since I don't have the strength to start measuring this paper now to give me the real size. So long as it is entering the screen is encompassing it, everything is showing in the screen. I am sure that with custom I am secured. Now that is that. Then don't forget to always edit the density. Very important. Now we are ready to print. See Cindy. Remember that first paper? Cindy that was cut off. Let's see if it will cut off this time. This time around, I will go some more pages for the sake of that back and front thing. See it. See the head. Put it here. Let me name the head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you notice how I'm fitting it, you see the head. 1, see that single. Come like this. See it. See the head. 1 is at this place. Press start. Press the start button in scanning. Then scan the first page and open it now. This time around, I'm now going to turn to the next page. Instead of putting it like this, like I did the first one, I will turn it so that this head will be on this side, the bottom will be this side. I put it here. Close it and I'll press start again. It will scan again. Scanning. It will tell me it has scanned the second page. So page 2. And come back. I'll flip like this. This third one now, instead of continuing like I just did, I'll turn it back to the first pattern so that the head is at this edge of the machine, of the screen. And close it and press start to scan again. The third. And I take it back. Then this next one, the fourth, instead of like this now, I'll turn it. Note of the former one. Now let us come back and see what we did. See that number 1 where Cindy was cutting off. See, Cindy cut off. 100 naira to Cindy was cut off. All these places was cut off. We're only seeing original for batch 3, but here we're only seeing H3. So this side cut off like this in that first example. But see in this present example now that everything entered because of our new setting. You see it, all those things that were not in that first one, everything is inside on this side, from up section, inside, and on this side too, everything. See the original, see the photocopy, as against the previous one. So the way you set it matters. And because it's a notebook, we are photocopying up, flipping head, tail, so that you now have it like this in book form. Very good. So that is that. This person's work is already set back and front. It's just for me to be printing everything. I'll just put it into the feeder. The paper is somehow neat, so I'm not scared of paper jam, except for this front paper. So I'll keep it aside for now. I'll just set these ones, make sure that the edges are well set. edges are well set, I want to use this head here to do it. I'll come here, load it. I will now come back to this functions menu, come back here, tell it that I want duplex 2 side to 2 side because it is already printed on both sides, so let it also repeat it on my photocopy like that. I will not forget to darken it. Okay, +1 is okay for this document. Then I'm good to go. I'll just come here and press start. See what the machine will be doing now. To collect this one, flip it, scan the back, and then print. Collect the next one. Let your fingers be on the ready like this, so that you will help your machine pick the paper better. If not, you can pick 2 at a time, which you don't want to do. So while that one is happening here, the photocopies are coming down from under here. Remember to put your fingers like this, so that your machine doesn't pick 2 papers at a time. Easy for the machine to pick it because the papers are plain paper. If it is rumpled, it will seize. That's what they call paper jam. It will seize. Like this is fresh paper now. I don't want to put it. I'm scared it will seize. The machine will seize it. It's not very straight, so I'll just print it plain for him. And it's only one side. This side is blank, so no need. I'll just come back to this place, functions menu, come back to duplex, and set it 1 side to 1 side. And then set it duplex 1 side to 1 side. Just want 1 side of it. So I put it manually. That is it. So I just put it on top of there. I'll step up on it.